Hey Singer here, and today I'm going to talk about that most people want to win, but they do not want to do the hard things that it is required to win. And basically, who the fuck I am to talk? I have nothing to my name right now, but I'm building an empire. And if you want, you can check it out. I am building a contact process, and I have done it till this point. I have swapped the channel to basically pursuing another goal, which is the FT, which is Fischer Tropsch, basically synthetic fuels. But I'm just bringing that up so that you know that I am an engineer. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I'm going to study process engineering at an MSc. I'm finishing my bachelor's degree right now. So basically, what I have been thinking about is enduring hardship and pushing through the tiredness and not feeling like it, because there are things, if you are ambitious, first let's not like pretend that I am just like all the little feel good productivity whatever fuck YouTubers. That I'm just going to tell you up blatantly and honestly that if you do not want anything out of life, if you just want to have fun and pleasure and stimuli, basically want to get stimulated like all the little addicts, losers who are all over the place in the world, basically carbon copies of each selves, and basically they do not have like individual personalities, or maybe they do have but they're still losers, then sure, you can click off this video and don't watch my channel. But I am making these videos for my younger self, who was actually wanting to get ahead and wanted to win and to achieve shit in life, because he was ambitious but he didn't know where to start, what the fuck to do, all these things. And I'm going to probably make more videos like this, more of the how you can get to this level where I am at. And I'm not telling you to like to post or anything like that, because I'm in the prison mode, which is basically, if you do not know, that if you were to be sentenced to prison for the next, I don't know, 5 years of your life, would you go in and act as everybody else to basically shoot their shit with the other fucking retards, and then wait for basically for you to come out, and would just waste 5 years of your life? And they took 5 years of my life. And basically you would be more likely to reoffend and to get back into prison, because you would make friends with the fucking criminals in there. Or would you go in there with the intent of getting actually better, like Malcolm X, who basically went into the prison? He was like a little kid, fucking retard, didn't know jack shit about life. He could have fucking did the first thing and became bigger of a criminal, but he actually took the time, reflected, learned, read as much as he could, and he came out fucking knowledgeable. Would you come out knowledgeable? Would you fucking meditate? Would you fucking come out jacked as fuck? Would you do a lot of push-ups, dips, basically like go into the gym in there? And the first version is you come out a loser, even worse than you were. The other is that you come out a winner, a better person. Because these person or these people, they basically, it doesn't matter what they do, they will conquer it, because they have figured it out that they will figure it out. And when they do, it's a matter of time, not whether if they do it or not, or I mean they can do it or not, but they think about the perspective shifts from this is hard, I don't know how to do it, let's swap to another thing, or maybe I'm just scared, that they think about it and say, maybe this is not worth my time, because I could do better things. I could do it if I wanted to. I could, I don't know, learn to rap, or maybe I will give you a more realistic example. I could make like windmills, or I could build planes, like RC planes with my 3D printer, and I could proper design them like the fucking industry does with CAD, FAM, or finite element model, CFD analysis, structural integrity, and designing all these things, because I could at this point, because I have learned these things in university, and I could actually do them, and I could figure the rest out when I don't know. But I will not do it, because I can make more progress and more money later on, and I could make more of an impact, because RC planes are not that like useful. Basically, they just solve like a fun thing rather than just a humanity need that is going to be synthetic fuels, because apparently planes will, like aircrafts, will need to be tripled by number till 2035 or 2050, depending on how much they can actually manufacture, because now it isn't the demand but actually the supply that is limited, because they can't even keep up with the demands. They estimate ICAO, basically the international aviation fucking thing, says that they basically the trend is going there that 3 times as much aircraft, so 30,000 aircrafts new will be required till that point, 35 or something like that. And the interesting thing is that they will not work with, or they will not run on like hydrogen or gas, but basically liquid gas, methane or whatever. They will run on fucking liquid kerosene that they actually do. But that kerosene might be synthetic, which is carbon neutral and actually carbon negative. Basically, you take carbon from the atmosphere and you actually capture the carbon even more than you emit with the fuel later, and that is carbon negative. And basically that need will be a proper fucking humanity need, because you will need to fucking produce a fuck ton of liquid kerosene. And if you want it to do properly, you might as well go fucking full green route, not just like the little crackheads, or like not crackheads, but you know the nowadays method, which is basically take hydrogen with fucking hydrocracked, steam cracked methane, which is basically worse than the fucking, if you were to like use the proper kerosene, it's just worse with CO2 emissions, and I'm not going to go into this. But for this, my perspective is here that we shift from that this is hard, I don't know if I could do this, but do I want to fucking do this? And the ambitious people who win in life, back to where I came from, just basically they are winners, and they have built through, this is basically a skill that you can develop. It's not just I was born a winner. I was actually born a fucking loser, if you don't know. I have privated my earlier videos that I have talked about my past in terms of like 3.5 years ago I was a fucking loser, complete jackass, and maybe I'm a loser today to the other retards, but I don't care what they think. I was a total fucking loser. I played video games like 6, 7, 8 hours a day. I jacked off like 7 times a day or 5 times, usually every day, not just once a while, every fucking day. And even I played even more. I had nothing to basically going in my life. Now that I have finished almost university, I have been building, I have been designing, I have been modeling, I have been thinking and making things like this little purple impeller to this motor that I'm going to use as the blower for my burner. And I'm just fucking beginning. It's just the beginning. People might get offended or hate and leave comments or like dislike the video, but I do not give a fuck. They can say whatever they want and I can say whatever I want. If they do not find this video like interesting or whatever, they can click off. And I wanted to give you this frame that when you figure the fucking thing out, that if you figure things, basically this is just an ability that you going to do hard things first that you don't know how to do, and if you can do it, then you realize that you can do them, and after a few of them, then you internalize this like belief in yourself that it's a matter of time, not that if I could ever even be able to do it. It's not about that. It's basically about that it's just time. These things I'm going to talk about more of like a mindset part here in these videos, because these are the facts that, or things that change your perspective, because we live inside of our own prisons, basically, that we make for ourselves with our limiting beliefs that are in here, only in here. Because you could have a good mood for no reason and a bad mood for no reason, but you choose to have a bad mood for no reason. Why the fuck can't you have a good mood for no reason? And you think, yeah, but I could. But actually, people say that they want or could, but they will not think about this. I'm actually like internalizing this and getting more. And just a side question here that, or like point here that this is why you need to meditate basically, because you just, when you think negatively, or just, I'm just walking through, like going home from school now, or maybe I went into school and I thought to myself, yeah, you know, I'm frowning, I'm not smiling, I'm just going like this, just walking. And I thought to myself, well, if I might have a bad mood for no reason, then I might as well have a good mood for no reason. And then I just started smiling because it's like a little dumb thing, but you know what, then I had a proper smile. Just fake the smile, then I had a like proper smile. I was just thinking that, yeah, all the fucking, everybody, even me, I do have these like limiting beliefs and all these things that keep you like down. And this is why I'm a big fan of like going monk mode and going jail. I'm in jail right now in that sense that I have told about. I think it's day, I'm just going to calculate it. So 3 weeks and that's 24. This is the day 24 and I have not jacked off for almost a month now. 2 days. 2 days off. So 26 days, which is, let's go. And this is where I got to. I might make like documents or like things what I have done. Basically, if I had to really give myself, my younger self, a roadmap, I would say first figure out how the fuck you actually, basically, if you, just before 0th step, you have ambition, you want to achieve great things in life, then you figure this is the 0th step, then you basically, those are there, just have like a shit life. Then if you have a shit enough life, then you will fucking hate your life enough so that you will want to change. And then when you have that, when I had that, I started to look for things to do. And first things first, to be able to do the good things, you need to reduce and basically like eliminate all the bad habits, meaning jacking off, watching porn, watching video, like bullshit, brain rot, short form content, maybe even watching videos, just watching these long format educational type videos, maybe even longer ones. Alex Hormozi, Hamza, I don't know, Sam Owens, old videos, but I don't know him that much, but Charlie Morgan, he's really good as well. Like eliminating all the distractions, like taking your phone, putting it to grayscale, and turning off all the notification, putting your like phone into do not disturb. What else? Whatever. So you basically like remove all the handbrakes first, then you start, because you will have a lot of time. You will then start to want to like define what your purpose, what your goal is, what you want to build yourself towards. And then when you do that, when you sit down and actually you don't just watch YouTube videos after each other, because this is the hard thing, that you think what you want to do, and you try things out what you actually like. And I always like to build things, and that's why I do it. And basically I was like always like a builder, but I didn't know engineering, so I have learned that actually at the university, but through my like private life, and I'm actually learning it right now, because engineering is not just like I know this and then I finished. It's like an infinite game of itself, because every field has like more and more depth to it, so it's like an endless universe basically. So when you figure out what to do, then you go and first you try a lot of things out, then you stick with one thing that you really enjoy. And basically it's a kind of useful frame that I had, that what problems do you want to endure? That's the question, because every path has like positives and like very like good things that get for them, but what problems do you want to endure for 20, 30, 40 years, or maybe 10, but whatever, you get the point, for a long period of time. And if you want to endure those types of problems, then you have found your passion or interest, and then you go all fucking in on it. You don't do bullshit, you don't do the bad habits, you abstain from them even though they are pleasurable, and it's always harder to come back after it. And you don't take breaks like a little retard that I have been, that I will just, because I have been in monk mode for a month, then I can like take a day off or a week off. No, it will not be good, it will feel shit. So this is why you just need to work and just grind and progress, because that in itself gives you like pleasure after a while. And purpose is greater than pleasure. So I want to leave you with that, because when you start working on one thing and when you do it for a long enough time with enough volume, then you will start to have wins, and then the small wins stack up to bigger wins, then bigger wins, and this is how you win in life. I can't say more than that because I'm not there yet. I just have small wins right now, but I will have bigger wins. It's just a matter of time, not just whether if I can figure it out, because I can. It's just time. So yeah, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.